and welcome back. This is today's, I guess it's not really a snack at this point, is it? It's more like a meal, but these are some homemade chicken tacos. I do my chicken tacos relatively simple. I want really flavorful chicken. I like it on the spicy side. I've got some peppers and onions in there, and not guacamole, but avocado. So I don't know. I guess maybe these are more fajitas than tacos, but they are delicious. And today I'm watching the funniest movie of all time in the history of the universe ever. Ghostbusters. That's right. Oh, Ghostbusters. Now, Ghostbusters, hands down my favorite comedy of all time, and would rank number 3 as my favorite movie, my third favorite movie of all time. But Ghostbusters is probably the movie that I have seen the most in my life. I would have been about 4 years old, I believe, the first time that, probably 3 or 4 years old the first time that I saw Ghostbusters. I don't remember a time in my life really not knowing Ghostbusters, which means that, it's those very early years. But yeah, we've seen it on video, absolutely loved it, except for I did have to, for a lot of years, there were a few scenes with the terror dogs where I would run to my room and sit against the door during those scenes because they were kind of scary. But oh my goodness gracious, just Ghostbusters is so funny. I gotta take a moment. I know most people have sung Ghostbusters, so I'm not gonna go on and on about it. I mean, obviously it's absolutely brilliant. This is definitely one that I would classify as a perfect film. Ghostbusters is without flaw. One of my very favorite comedic performances of all time as well. Just Rick Moranis is so funny in this movie. One of my very, very favorite parts is the scene when he's going around his party talking about how much everything costs, and he tells one of the party goers that he's given this whole thing as a promotional expense. That's why he invited clients instead of friends, and so I found out this is just a really funny scene, and I found out when it came out on DVD, and being a nerd, I listened to the director commentary tracks and stuff, that whole thing was improvised by Rick Moranis, and it's just absolute genius. He also has a scene that just kills me. After he's been possessed by the Keymaster, he's running around New York City trying to get back to the building. And he comes across one of those horse-drawn carriages, and he starts talking to the horse, telling it that to watch for the sign and all prisoners will be released. It's so funny. And then he takes off, and he's just shouting this nonsense about how everybody's going to suffer, and he hits this trash and trips over it and just runs off into the night. And this movie the song, it's perfect. This is how much I love Ghostbusters, okay? So, bought it on Blu-ray when it first came out, and then a few years later, they released the 2-pack that included Ghostbusters 2 on Blu-ray, which I also really like Ghostbusters 2, so I had to buy that so that I could have the second one on Blu-ray and, have a backup copy of the first one. And then just a couple of years ago, this limited edition steelbook with special cover art was released, and I was just I think it was on sale. It wasn't very much money, but I was like, yep, I better buy that too. And that doesn't include, I have it on, the old school DVD format as well. I mean, if you don't like Ghostbusters, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say to you. Like, why am I worrying about that? I could be watching Ghostbusters. Okay, well, that's what I forgot. I don't know if Ghostbusters like truly qualifies as an epic. It absolutely does, in my opinion. What am I saying? Like, this movie ends with a gigantic marshmallow man destroying New York City. Absolutely, it's an epic. And yet somehow it manages to be super, super funny and be an epic. I mean, this is a terrific movie. Okay, well, I'm just babbling. And I got tacos and I got Ghostbusters. So, pretty good day. See you on the other side. I'm dripping taco sauce on the floor.